Hey developers, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, be sure to hit that subscribe button because you don't want to miss my videos. So I am back today to talk about how time is money and we have to value it, hunty. So I want to share with you my tips and strategies for managing your time effectively because we're here to reclaim our time. So if you're interested in learning more, stay tuned and keep watching. Alright, so if you caught my latest blog post, you saw that I talked about how time is money and just really having a different way of thinking about your time and really seeing the value that your time brings and, you know, understanding your time's worth. So that's how you don't get caught up with, you know, wasting time on things, events, and people. So my 4 strategies that I use in approaching my time management are my 4 P's. So the first P is to plan. You have to create a plan. So I do this in a couple of ways. I start big and then I go down to small. I might plan out my year. If I know that there are dates or big events happening throughout the year, I'm gonna jot those things down and kind of plan around them. Then I might look at a month. So usually around the first of the month, it feels like new month, new me. So I'll look into things that I have going on this month, whether it's birthday outings or important deadlines, whatever the case might be, I plan them out. Now when it comes to the week and the days, that's when I get a little bit more specific. And in getting more specific, you have to be more realistic. So a lot of times we make plans and, you know, we make schedules, but we don't really allot for everything. So if we have a meeting maybe at 7 p.m., you know you can't leave to that meeting at 6:50. So you have to plan your commute. You have to plan in case, you know, MTA, subway goes awry, which us New Yorkers know the struggle. You kind of have to keep that in your plan. A lot of times when creating a plan for my week or my days, I do blocks. So for this amount of time, I'll be working on this. For this amount of time, I'll be transporting to this place. For this amount of time, I'm just gonna relax. And that's something that I will also talk about. The second P is prioritize. So a lot of us might create to-do lists and we're just frustrated because we're not checking those things off of our to-do list. But it's really important to know, what do you have to get done immediately, what can wait, and what are those things that are going to be recurring. So something that you do every month, something that you do every week, or even something that you do every day. Make sure that you're prioritizing your tasks and your events accordingly. The third P is perform. How are you not going to waste your time if you don't do anything? You have to actually fulfill your plan. So like Nike, just do it. If you say you're going to do this paper, I might have to take my own advice, but you need to like actually do the things that you plan to do during the times that you plan to do them. Sometimes you might, you know, have some wiggle room here and there, but for the most part, you have to get in the habit of sticking to your plan. That's what's going to make it effective. And the last P, pause. Literally, stop, take a minute, take a break, and then repeat. So a lot of times I like to plan my breaks within all of the tasks and scheduled events that I have in my schedule. So those breaks are really important because they allow you to just recharge and rejuvenate. And I usually like to celebrate during my break. So I might treat myself to, you know, maybe 3 hours of Netflix after I get something done. Or I might just take a nap after I go to a really important meeting. However, the trick with breaks, do not celebrate idleness. If you're wasting your time, don't treat yourself because you didn't earn that. But if you're actually getting things done, you're planning, you're prioritizing, and you're performing, then of course, take a break and reward yourself for that because you did that. So yeah, those are my 4 strategies on how I manage my time. So be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe if you haven't already, and thank you so much for watching.